Hey everybody, it's tequila time. I got a new tequila to try out with you guys, and it is Volans Anejo, and I believe this is batch 2. It is a small batch, so this is going to have some unique flavors to it. It is done with 3 different barrels. American, German, and French oak, which is going to impart some really different flavors along the way. So we're going to get into that once we pour. But before we get to there, last Thursday, we had a Kansas City Tequila Hunters bottle share and tasting with Manuscrito Tequila. Jake Taylor was there. We tried through all 5 expressions that they have recently made, I should say. Chapter 1, which is a Blanco at around 80 proof. Chapter 2, which is a high proof Blanco. Chapter 3, which is around an 80 proof Reposado. And Chapter 4, which is their high proof Reposado. They have technically 2 batches unintentionally. They lost some barrels in the warehouse, and they got aged a little bit longer. In doing so, though, this gives it almost an añejo flavor, and it's like just weeks difference. We got to taste the second batch. Oh my. So we'll be looking for that. It's just been released to the Kansas City area. We're not sure exactly when it'll make it into the stores, but look for that Manuscrito Chapter 4. Wow. And then we had some Cuento Corto. That's the short story. That is the barrel rested Blanco that was done a little differently than anything else. So we had to taste all those, spend some time with Jake. Get to hear the whole story on how Manuscrito was conceived. 3 friends started it. I can go into all those details, but you can find that out on their website. Really, really, really good tequila. They do it. They do it a little different than anybody else, which gives its flavor profile a little bit, which is great because, hey, variety is spice of life. So we really enjoy that kind of challenges with our palates. But we had to try a few things, and some folks got to try some of that hazmat agave spirit that I had just recently. We did a video on, and I got mixed reviews. Some liked it, some it's just overpowering. It's just too strong. But other ones were like, I could see where, and then we talked about, doing things with it, and you making a mixed drink out of it, and thought, oh, well, hey, I bought 2 bottles. I was going to keep one, sell one. I think I'm keeping them both. I'll leave the open one out for anybody who wants to try it, and then just save the other one for, whenever. It is not going to be a daily, weekly drinker at all. It's crazy, powerful. So, but while I was going to the meeting on Thursday, I stopped by Party Time and was just looking around, and here was this bottle of Volans. I'm like, have I tried that before? And then I got thinking, like, no, I don't think I have. So I bought it. I need to restock with Volans. All I have is a little bit of their high proof Blanco, and I think I have a single barrel Reposado. And I don't have much of either one. And I really like Volans. I've had every expression. The single barrel Reposados, most of those are hits. Some of them are misses. You have to look and see what barrels they used for the single barrels, and that will sometimes determine which ones you like a little better. But really, I have not tasted, I'll take that back. Yes, I have. Some of their extra Añejo. I had some at CJ's house. I think it was just the 5-year though. But got bottles coming. I bought another Volans Anejo. It'll be here whenever. It's just going on the shelf. It's just for stock. I think I'm down to one. I'll have 2 full bottles, and then an open that's almost empty. And the other one is going to be another Agave Social Club bottle that is part of the Conexiones series, and this is a reposado of that. That will be shipped tomorrow, so we'll see it next week sometime. And we'll probably that'll be my video for next week. Will be that bottle there, unless something else pops up. But overall, we're had a good weekend. Got lots of rest. After I had a busy week last week. I had 2 Zoom calls and a club meeting, and I was just like, I was up late almost through the middle of the week every night. So, and literally it was Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I was up late every night. So, for someone who has to get up at around 5 a.m., staying up past 10:30, 11 o'clock is not a good idea. So, I try to limit those as much, because I've gotten burnt in the past where I was having fun. We were having a really great time on one of Mary Carmen's deals that we went on to 3 o'clock in the morning, and there's no way I was going to work the next day. And that's the only problem with these things being in the middle of the week, which is great because everybody's available to come and spend a couple hours. But some of us take a little over the top. And so it is what it is. And I'm trying to curb that enthusiasm a little bit. So, quit beating around the bush. Let's drink some tequila. Volans Anejo. So, Añejo means that it's over a year old and less than 3 years old. This bottle in general, I've got a Agave Matchmaker up. I want to go back and look and see if it tells me exactly how old it is. No, it do not. So, I mean, we know. No. So, according to Agave Matchmaker, which, they got a 90 rating all across the board, whether it's panel or community. Price on this bottle varies a little bit. At party time in Olathe, it was $119. That's about average price, except for Sip Tequila, who's got it at $150. So, but you're gonna get cooked agave and vanilla, oak, caramel, butterscotch, cinnamon. There's some chocolate, baking spices. This is just on the aroma, barrel spice, citrus, minerals, and earth, which we'll look into that once we put our nose to it. Flavors, again, mostly the same, but add a little black pepper and some dried fruit. So that's the overall aromas and flavors that are detected in this tequila. I spilt it pouring. I need to put my little spout thing in, I guess. That's in the other room, so that's not happening. So anyway, let's get a really good look at the bottle. I can show you. So it's made by Felipe Camarena. Small batch, traditionally made. American, German, French oak barrels. Los Altos de Jalisco. Mexico. Which it's made, of course, at NOM 1579. I'm trying to think. Actually, I think that should help me in here. Deep well water, natural spring water, rainwater. So it is a blend of all three waters. It is Tahona extracted, which that's Felipe Stein. It's the big steel roller with the knobs on it instead of being roller mill extracted. Fermentation is in stainless steel tanks, open air without fibers, twice distilled with a copper pot. And it is 42 ABV or 84 proof. So it is the perfect sipping tequila. So we're beating around the bush some more. Let's put a nose to it. Salud. So yeah, cooked agave. I'm getting that fruit note. Some of the caramel. That's just really nice smelling. I mean, the alcohol is not there to interrupt with anything. I am using a tequila tasting glass. One of the little cheaper versions of it that I got on Amazon. These are great for at home. Don't take them on a trip. I broke half the ones I have. They are very light and delicate. They are not crystal, but they are glass, but they are thin. So I bought, and this is just FYI. So I've got a case of champagne flutes that look more like this. Shorter stems. They're a little taller in the bowl. But I got them for $1 a piece at a Dollar General store. No, everything's the dollar store. And they have glassware out the wazoo. They have all kinds of bar. And it's all that bar grade stuff. So it's really thick glass. A little more durable. So those work out great just as well as these things do. So, but for when I'm at home, when we're on camera, I like to use these. So let's give this a little roll in the glass. We'll show the viscosity, how well it's sticking to. So let's see if we can. Yeah, look at that sticking. There we go. Here we get a run. Let's see if I can catch it. Oh, turned it the wrong way. But yeah, these legs are just slow in producing. So, yeah, fruit. Just like dried fruit. You get the dried apricots and the raisins, and that's this. And so that's going to come from the used wine barrels, whether it's the French or German ones, that really add that fruit note into that. The American oak is going to bring out the caramels and some of the spice. That's just delicious smelling. Let's do a little taste so we can warm our mouth up. Wow. It's got some pepper there. It's not bad. This is the first sip of tequila for the day because I don't know what time it is. 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. Had dinner. Had to get my mouth rinsed out and get ready to do this. And that's good. It has a little drying to it, so expect that. I think isn't necessarily due to the proof because it's only 84. So that will be our fruit notes and a little bit of the alcohol that's going to dry your tongue out just a little bit. Let's go for our second sip. cooked agave. Got a little bit of cinnamon. I get. I saw the chocolate on the aroma and the flavor notes, and I just hit that cocoa powder type flavor. That's with the dried fruit notes and the chocolate / cocoa powder. That's a delicious. Wow. The cooked agave is still there. I mean, it's still there. It did not disappear with all those barrel notes to it. It's still there. It's on the nose. It's on the palate. But now that we've gone to the third sip, there's no pepper left. I mean, you get a hint of the flavor, but as far as the tingling or the little bit of burning that you would get with the black pepper, it's not. But the cooked agave is there. I'm getting the caramel, some vanilla. This is a sit back and sip tequila after dinner. It's not quite to the point of an extra añejo, but boy, this is pretty close. This is really, really good. You can see the tears on the glass just clinging. Mouthfeel wise, it's nice and balanced. It's not overly thick. It's not overly thin. I'm still feeling and tasting it back here in the back of the throat. It's really, really good. Price wise, for the value for an añejo, that's not a bad price. Relatively, it's $120. That's really a good price for an añejo of this quality. Would I recommend it? Oh, absolutely. Don't go break the bank for it. I mean, there's other añejos out there that are way cheaper than this, but this is we're having friends over for dinner, and we're going to sip on tequila after dinner. That's this baby right here. That nice light straw color. Those fruit notes. Oh my goodness. That's just the mix of the barrels is what's really, really setting this apart from anything else. But wow. I can see why it was given a 90. So, insane. This is a must try. Price wise, it's right average on what a good añejo was going to cost. It reminds me a little bit, not a lot, but a little bit of Tears because of the fruit notes, and it's not exactly the same. It's not, Tears is an extra añejo, but how fruity it is what really, really, that's the first thing that pops into my mind is that overall fruit note. Maybe 1146 añejo from Artinan, that would be right in that same category, and it is an añejo. Really right into that, and I think that's the French oak influence on that makes these similar. And that's the only thing that makes them similar. Is that fruit note, probably from the French oak and the used wine barrels. So, again, Volans Anejo. I don't care what lot it is. This just happens to be the lot 2 from whatever year it was. Somebody put it in their rating. It's the 1024-2025, the LV002A 42E. That is the same bottle, and I love this color. That is just that is añejo over and over and over again. It's too dark to be a reposado for most things, and just right for an añejo. So maybe even a little light for an añejo, but it's really, really good. So Yeah, I'm gonna stick with what the overall rating for it is a 90. It is that good. Um, things coming up. Well, nothing, anything new, or any near, not new, but near. Um, we've hit all of the Zoom calls and the bottle shares for the month. Won't be anything till mid-August, and again every third Thursday at Old Shawnee Pizza in Lenexa. The Kansas City Tequila Hunters have a open bottle share. You're welcome to come. We love to teach, inform, let you try some stuff, and we have a good time at it. We had about probably a little over 25 people. I would say 25 to 30 people that showed up to see Manuscrito, and half of them stuck around for the and they brought bottles. They, hoping to. I met a couple guys that this was their second and third time of coming, and they plan on coming back, every third Thursday. And I am trying to work it out to where they can come out, and we are going to do They're going to come out, and we're going to try some stuff off the shelf. These guys are fairly new to tequila, but they are passionate. We're going to have a good time, and really looking forward to doing that. And pick one of these weekends when I'm not off to the lake or working or up to hearing something else, and just have a nice time. I still want to try to get Will at some point to come out here, and we're gonna, from the owner of Old Shawnee Pizza, and have him come out and sit with me and talk about tequila and some of the things that he likes to do, and see if there's something there up there on the shelf that he hasn't tried yet. So never know, I might have something. He's got a pretty good, between the bar and his personal collection, it seems to be he's gaining ground. Bar's doing fine. Bar's got probably at least 60% of what I have on the wall, I would venture to guess. They may have close to all of it, but I'm sure there's a few things they don't have, and that's okay. And I'm sure they got a couple things that I don't have, which is fun too, because I only collect what I like to a point. I've had some gifts that are, one of them still on the shelf over there. Looks like a cannonball. Most of the other stuff that I've been given that I'm like really on the fence about, I took it to the lake. We'll drink that up, make margaritas, whatever out of it. But again, Volans Tequila Anejo, made by Felipe Camarena as the master distiller, and Chad. Oh, I can't think of his wife's name right now. That's okay. I'm sorry, but they have really done a really nice job. I think it's Christina. I've done a really nice job with this brand, and they're still growing. They're still pushing. They're still, they have right now. They're experimenting with their extra añejos, doing some different things. They have a 5-year, 7-year, and there's something that's really old. I'm completely missing what that might be. Okay, so their extra añejo looks like, I think it's I don't know how many years this one is. But they have their standard extra añejo, which does not actually tell us what the length of time in the barrel is. But for an extra añejo, that's anything over 3 years. I was thinking it was 5. Looks like 5, 6, and 7 year. And the 7 year, the 5 and the 6, the regular añejo and the 6-year añejo. Of course, the big difference is the bottles. And I believe the 6-year was done in all German oak. Don't quote me. Well, I could go look. And no, that says whiskey barrels, used barrels. So let's go back. One of these, it must be the 7-year. Oh, it's French and American. So something that, I guess maybe it was this one that they did the German with, and that was kind of they took a little chance on it. But anyway, again, wow. So until next month, and I'll have some more information on some of the stuff that's going on. I know that Mary Carmen is doing a Zoom with Manuscrito. As far as Doug with the Agave Social Club, for those that are members, I believe we're going to probably by that time, we'll be discussing the new Connexiones Reposado Agave Social Club bottle within the group. And I don't know if he'll have a guest or not, so we'll see. And other than that, then third Thursday, we're having bottle share at Old Shawnee Pizza. Don't ask me what day that is. I haven't looked into August yet. I am not through July yet, so folks, we'll see next month. And like I said, as I get bottles, we will, especially new stuff, I will be posting one of these here videos just like this one. So hey, you guys enjoy yourself. Drink smart, drink responsibly. If find a good tequila, it'll be good to you. Salute. And until we meet next time, see you later.